This is a really important video for you to watch, brother, as a fatherless young man, because I know that you don't have the guidance of your dad to give you any sort of real life advice on should you leave the nest. You have the opportunity to, you're of the age where, you're considering it. Now, in this video, I want to break down exactly why you might want to, and then I'm going to also offer an alternative of why you might want to delay it. This is such an important video that I wish someone sat me down to watch it. So watch to the end because I basically break down very simply the benefits of both. Because there are actually like insane benefits to doing both. So let's dive right in. Should you leave the nest? Yes. Why should you leave the nest? All right, let's go down this rabbit hole. Okay. So one of the best things about leaving the nest is self-leadership, okay? Because as fatherless young men, we are struggling with basically how to be a man, right? That's one of the biggest things that we don't want to admit we're struggling with, but we don't actually know how to be a man because dad's not around. Dad can't even teach us how to do this. So we're left to figure it out by ourselves, right? And what is one of the best ways you can truly sharpen up as a man? It would have to be leaving the nest, right? Because of the self-leadership qualities it's going to take. Because before you even move out, brother, you first have to actually take action to write up the resume, to write up the CV, to basically sell yourself to a company to hire you because you're the best fit for the position that they're looking to fill in order for them to give you money and enough money to actually pay for your bills, to pay for moving out for the first time. Because you also have to have, at least in Australia, I'm sure it's the same around the world, a sum of money called bond money. And that's generally thousands of dollars before you even move into it, right? And just to preface this video, this is not financial advice. This is just, we're just taking a look at things, right? So it becomes your responsibility to handle everything, like calling up the electrical company to say, hey, I would like to set up my account with you guys. I just moved out, moved in here, yada, yada, yada. Most young guys have too much anxiety to bloody make a phone call, right? So that alone is going to sharpen you up, bro. And yeah, it is scary because it's your first time doing like real world stuff. And that photo on the left was me working my first like real paying job. You can see I was working landscaping. You can see how dirty my hands are and all the dirt on my face, bro, working hard in the sun. Not only do you get that self-leadership benefits, but also it's masculinity maxing because leaving the nest is the closest thing to we have to a modern day rites of passage. You have to prove to yourself that you can fend for yourself in the world, that you can provide shelter, food, security, warmth, and all those things that you're going to need to provide for one day to your own family, right? And on the left here, we can see that is a little screenshot of a video that I took when I first moved out of the nest for the first time. As you can see, I'm still wearing my work clothes because I just got off work. Yeah, that was a few years back. And also, you leave the nest to achieve freedom, right? Because you're finally free to be your own man, because it's, in a way, your house. It's your rules. You can do whatever you want. And that's full freedom, right? Right? Now, the catch to this quote unquote freedom is you are now a slave to the 9 to 5 in order to keep all your bills paid. Full-time work in Australia, at least, is 38 hours per week. That doesn't even include how long your commute is. Some people drive an hour to work and an hour back every day. So essentially, most of your time, most of your energy is immediately taken from you to achieve said freedom, just for the bills and tax to take most of your hard-earned money. That's quite demoralizing, bro. And as you can see here, here's a actual photo of me in the bathroom at my one of my first like full-time real jobs. You can see I'm not very happy. Okay, it does take a toll on your mental health. So this is quite honestly the reality of moving out for the first time. Now let's go ahead and have a look at the other side of the spectrum. So, if you chose not to move out, what would that sort of look like? Honestly, bro, I wish someone had told me that this is the best financial opportunity of your life so far. Because you actually do have the opportunity to stack a stupid amount of money. And here is a simple hypothetical plan that you can follow if you wanted to. This is not financial advice, this is hypothetical, okay? Get an entry-level factory job. That means you don't need qualifications, you don't need skills, you don't even need experience. You don't have to go to uni, fork out a massive student loan that you're going to be paying off for years upon years to come. You don't have to do any of that. You can literally just get a factory job. All right. So at least in Australia, these are the average pay rates for the entry level factory job. Your average hourly rate starts at about 27 to $33 per hour for doing your basic entry level process work and stuff. As you can see on the right, there's a pic of me at said factory job. I was basically manufacturing water filters at this job. The average salary, as you can see, that's the yearly salary, and the minimum base wage as of July 1st, 2025, at least in Australia, minimum hourly rate for 30-hour week is just under $25, 24.95, which gives you about $948 per week. But most factory jobs are going to pay above that due to the award rates. So let's just work off of that 948 number, right? After tax, you'll likely be left with about $820 left in Australia based on full-time hourly rate. Let's say that you're a good young man and you give $100 to your mother to support her financially for you staying under her roof. You're now left with $720. If you only saved 500 of that per week, you would be left with $2,000 per month. You would have $10,000 saved in only 5 months and $20,000 saved in only 10 months. Can you fathom that? This is only by saving $500. So you still have 220 left in your pocket to spend on the gym, to spend on your food or wherever you want to put it, right? You want to go buy some new clothes, get a nice haircut, whatever. You still have $220 per week for all that, right? So this is only saving a modest 500 per week. You literally would have the opportunity to stack over $20,000 in less than 1 year whilst you support your mum financially. Brother, what? Tell me that is not the most insane setup. Let me just fix this typo. It is bothering me. There we go. Do you see how insane that is, bro? I wish someone told me that. That's such a simple thing to hypothetically consider, right? So now we're left with the question, which way, fatherless young man? And the truth is, neither is wrong or right. You can go either way and you can still be successful in whatever it is you're trying to achieve. You can go left and get all the masculinity, maxing real world skills and experience, or you can stack hella cash, but you're missing out on a lot of those real world skills. So you can either charge forward and embrace the challenges of life that immediately await you, but you are signing up for the 9 to 5 trap, which is a much harder exit if the job isn't what you want to do for the rest of your life. Or you can delay leaving the nest to stack 10 to 20K in a short period of time to set yourself up with whatever future you're chasing. That could be entrepreneurship, acquiring skills through a trade like plumbing, or starting a service-based business as a startup, fund, etc. It's entirely up to you which way you want to go. I personally ended up going with the first option, leaving the nest as soon as I could. It has left me with a lot of struggles financially, I will admit. However, I am currently sitting in Thailand for, I've been here for, I'll be here for 6 weeks. I'm making content. I'm doing my own online business sort of thing. So it's still working out either way. That's what I want you to know. That don't fear whichever way you want to go about it. It'll all work out according to God's plan. But dude, I sometimes think about where I would be if I delayed it and just stacked hella cash. So This is your choice, brother. It is your decision as a young man. It is your responsibility. I've just shown you the two hypothetical options that you can take in this fork in the road. It is up to you, brother. I trust that it's going to work out for you. And with all being said, I will see you in the next video. Peace.